Hey, you guys. So, good news, bad news, stupid news. I had a little bit of extra cash today because it was a good day at the psychic fair, and decided to stop on the way home and buy a new deck. Well, this is the B Tarot by Christopher Hughes, with art by Nadia Turner. Now, I wasn't planning on getting this deck. What's going to come out of my mouth next is not going to make me look very smart. However, it happened, and I'm going to share it with you. The reason I bought this deck was because of this illustration on the back. I was under the impression that these cards are hexagonal shaped, like beehives, and that they interlocked to create the spread. I'm starting to think that I was wrong, mainly because I looked online for an image to use for the YouTube thumbnail, and all of the card pictures I'm seeing were standard rectangular shaped. So we're about to find out if it what's the shape. I'm excited. Ooh. Okay. This I bought at the local shop for $31. It's marked as $32.99. There is an ISBN number. I am very much a supporter of the ISBN number on decks. If a deck you buy doesn't have an ISBN number, chances are it's a knockoff from a foreign country. Let's get into this. Okay, so here's the cool thing about this is, number one, I love the coloring. I love bees. I think bees are the force of life on this planet. Without bees, we die. Plants and crops don't get pollinated properly. It's just, bees are underrated. Let's see what it says. Did the bees understand the mysteries of the druids, or did the bees perhaps give them access to those mysteries? Okay, that's lovely. I'm into it already. Yeah. Darn it, rectangles. Okay, so I'm an idiot. Point is, I got the deck. I honestly couldn't see past the shape on the back of the box, so I know nothing about this. It is a Llewellyn deck, printed in China, but at least our artists, or the proper artists, are getting paid. Alright, it's a nice book. The pages are stuck together. I love tarot decks that have books. Let's see what this says, shall we? Okay, we've got Christopher Hughes. He's handsome. We've got the artist, Nadia Turner. Just outside of Melbourne. Oh, Australian witches. Okay. Heavily influenced by ancient myth, fairy tales, witchcraft, and the world of the Fae. That tracks. When you see birds and bees, they're not always birds and bees. Sometimes they are Fae. Into the hive, shall we? Now, this book, on the contents page, The Magical World of Bees, Beyond the Hive, The Magical World of Tarot, The Waggle Dance, How to Read Tarot, The Major Arcana, Minor Arcana, Suggested Spreads, and Conclusion. Let's see. Okay. Let me put this up so we don't get a... Is it a reflection? No, okay. Hey, Behind the Hive, The Magical World of Tarot. Tarot offers a way in which a story can be told using the images that connect to profound mysteries. This deck is based on the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, which means that the style of the deck is based upon the established tradition of tarot that is over a century old. Okay. It's not much of a... here we are. Okay, a single keyword for the major arcana. That's good, I like that. I try to break it down simply for any students I have. The Magician... Oh, see, here's an interesting thing. The Magician card... 98% of people you ask about it, they're going to say willpower and manifestation. I always say communication because you need to communicate your needs to the universe before you manifest it. The Magician is ruled by Mercury. Don't get me started. It's a big thing with me. Anyway, it's consciousness instead of willpower. The Malice. Oh, so there's no High Priestess. It's the Malice, or Malice, how do you say that? Subconscious. That tracks. The Empress, the Emperor, the Delphic Bee instead of the Hierophant. 6 instead of the Lovers, we have the Honeymoon. 7 instead of the Chariot, we have the Barrow. And there's your willpower. Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel, Justice, Hanged One, not Hanged Man, Hanged One, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Rebirth instead of Judgment, which is transformation. I'm liking it. And the World for integration. See, this is clever. Now let's see the suits. We've got wands, jars, swords, and pentacles. Except for jars, they're pretty much standard. I thought it was a bug. I was like, wait. The standard numerical sequences. I like how they put communication under number 8. Being as communication is ruled by Mercury, or the 8th sphere in Kabbalah is ruled by Mercury. Nice. And then we've got King, Queen, Prince, Princess. Ooh, I think this is going to be good to use as a teaching aid. Alright, well, that's pretty much it. And then it goes into the definitions. Let's see what 0 is. The Keeper instead of the Fool. New beginnings, opportunities, taking risks. Consider the first tentative steps in any endeavor when you see this card. The Keeper evokes the feeling of stepping on a new path, scintillating with a vibrancy that sings of the soul's progression through the experience of life. That's a whole hell of a lot of big, wordy words. I understand they want to sound artistic, but keep it simple. When books try to sound too smart, to me, the first thing is, why are they trying to sound so smart? But this book seems to have substance in the images, so I don't know why they would do that. Upright, embarking on a new venture, a new journey takes you from the nascent seeds of possibility to the first stirrings of reality. It is imperative that at this point you do not overthink the situation. Allow your naivety and innocence to guide you forward. You must employ trust. You must employ the trust. Reversed, you're overthinking the situation, and doing so it feels like there's no moving forward. Things feel stale and are stalling. While your blockages... What are the blockages that are preventing you from moving forward? I'm thinking too much honey, maybe. Anything else in here? I do like the sides are honey colored. And then it goes into the minor. Yeah, I like this. All right, let's see what we got, shall we? Yeah, the other reason I got this is because I noticed I had a half a dozen different box sets, and if I'm going to be displaying a box set, I might as well have a whole line of them, so I'm gonna be buying box sets for a little while. All right, shall we? Okay, so we have the keeper, which we read about. Here's an interesting thing. The cardstock has this little patterning on it, and you would think it's a cheap card, but because of the type of deck it is, it actually works. I love the backs of these. I love a deck that can be read either way, up or down. Since I do read reversals, I'm for it. All right, let's see. We'll just do this. I'm trying not to get a shine on the cards, because from whence I am sitting, I see a shine here, but apparently it's not showing up for you guys, so that's good. We've got the magician. These are beautiful. I wasn't expecting them to be so beautiful, but they really are. Miss Nadia Turner did a great job. The Melissae, the queen bee, I'm assuming. I'm surprised they didn't make reference to Beyonce. The Empress. The Emperor. Look at his eyes. Look at... First, the expression is awesome in his face. I don't know, they kind of look insectoid. The Delphic bee. Now, I'm assuming that's a reference to the Oracle of Delphi. I don't know bees. Honestly, the only thing I know about bees is that Jason Statham kicked ass in The Beekeeper. Ain't the honeymoon, but bump. The barrow. It's kind of cute. I like this deck. I really wasn't expecting to like it. I bought it because of the shape of what I thought the shape was going to be. And I'm pleasantly surprised. Can you see now how the patterning is on the cards? The wheel. Justice. Ah, got the stinger being pulled out. The hanged one. Yeah. Okay, here's an interesting fact about bees. When a queen bee no longer is capable of fulfilling her duties, as in laying eggs and serving the hive in that way, what... Oh, no, wait, not the queen bee, it's termites. The termites lick her to death and suck the moisture out of her. Bees, I believe, do what's called balling. They surround the queen and overheat her with all of their heat, their body heat. Put her out of her misery. The death card. Temperance. You know, sometimes I wonder about the crap I learn. Where do I pick it up? And the devil. And the tower. Those are waspices. The star. And the moon. And the sun. Oh, that's a good color. Good card. I like all the different types of bees. Rebirth. I love that. Instead of judgment, it's rebirth, and you have this one crawling out of the cell. The world. Oh, that's interesting. They have a male. So instead of the traditional female, you have a male aspect being represented. The Ace of Wands. Gorgeous! The Two of Wands. I'm going to leave this here so you guys could see the backs. Why? I think they're pretty. 3. 4. 5. 6 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. Get them all flying through the air. I like that. The card of swiftness. The 9. Ah, his hive burnt down. Or did he smoke it? What happened? The 10. Coming back with full legs of pollen. The Princess. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. So if the artists are Australian, are these supposed to be Aboriginal images, Aboriginal peoples? King of Wands. Ugh, the Ace of Jars, I like that. Yeah, you guys, I like this deck. I don't know that it's going to be one of my favorites, but it's definitely going into rotation. The Two of Jars. That doesn't look Aboriginal. They look Hispanic to me. Three of Jars. It could be all of them. The Five of Jars. Six. Look at that little kid eating all the honey like Winnie the Pooh. Seven of Jars. I see which. The Eight of Jars. The Nine of Jars. Ah, the little bees. Here's something that only people who have lived around bees will tell you. You don't walk around barefoot with that many bees. I can't tell you how many times I've been stung walking on bees. Princess of Jars. The Prince of Jars. The Queen. And the King. Boy, he is an attractive man. Look at that. I want my hair like that. Now we're into the swords. I'm intrigued. We've got the crossed swords and the blindfold, but she's looking up. And the Three of Swords. And the Four of Swords. Yeah, it's going in a rotation. Six. I did a lengthy definition of this with the client today because I couldn't get them to understand how the boat fit in with things. Seven of Swords. Well, that's interesting. And the Eight of Swords. The Nine of Swords. Ooh. No bueno. The Princess. Oh, the Prince. I like that. The Queen of Swords. Yeah. I like that she is looking towards the future. The Divorce card. The King of Swords. Now we're into Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. They've set it in the snow. Three of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. And see her standing on the Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. I'd be sad if all that honey spilled too. The Six of Pentacles. Seven. So yeah, these cards seem to jump all around the world in all different time periods. It looks like Pentacles deals with the seasonal aspect. I'm assuming that all the suits do if we're going that route. Eight of Pentacles. This is the card of mastery, and while they're all socializing, she's hard at work. The Nine of Pentacles. What I call the sitting pretty card. Ten of Pentacles. We got Father Christmas chilling. The Princess of Pentacles. The Prince of Pentacles. These are actual bees on these ones instead of people. Queen of Pentacles. I want to see something. Hold on. So the Prince of Pentacles, which would be the Knight, and this one is actually in motion, whereas the traditional cards have the Knight at a standstill. The Queen, and finally the King. All right, well, let's do a spread with them, shall we? Okay, so I will say the cardstock feels odd, but I'm not mad at it. People always bitch about the quality of the cardstock. Well, unless you're gonna put out some good money, you're gonna get standardized cardstock. This doesn't appear to be standardized cardstock. It feels slimmer, but because of that reinforcement with the threads, I'm thinking this deck is lightweight and strong, just like bees. They definitely shuffle smoothly. Yeah. That was my fault, not the card's fault. I'm doing this standing up around the camera. Okay. Let's throw some cards, shall we? Just one more, see if I could do it from a seated position under the camera. Yep, should have just done that in the first place. Okay, we're just going to do a simple 3 cards to see how they read. Ooh, we've got... Well, I only shuffled them, what, 4 or 5 times? So I was expecting a lot of cards to still come up in sequence, like the princess and the queen are similar, are close to each other, but let's see what we got. So we've got upside down cards, 3 of them, and if we're reading this as past, present, future, then we could say that in the past there was trouble. It's the easiest way to say it. A situation that was painful finally came to an end. Excuse me. In the present, we've got the Princess of Swords upside down. Now, the Princess of Swords, the Page of Swords, is the student card. Pages, think of them as freshmen in high school and college. They're just starting their journey. They haven't developed their learning skills properly, their skills of retention, and they definitely haven't learned practical application. So, oh, they're in different suits. I thought they were both swords. Is that swords? Yeah, swords, not wands. Did I say wands? Again, there is a glare from where I'm seating. That's why I keep going like this. In the future, we've got the Queen of Jars, which would be the Queen of Cups upside down. So, that is maybe some emotional problems centering around family. Or it could be read as the watery part of water taken to its shadow aspect. So you've got the Queen of Cups basically upside down. That means somebody who is overly dramatic, somebody who's extra, somebody who's just too much to deal with on a permanent, constant basis. I've had to cut people out of my life because I'm not their mommy or daddy. If you're not willing to do the work to further your life, don't look to me to do it for you. But all in all, you guys, I love these cards and I love the backs. Why did I throw those down? I don't know. Let's find out. So you've got the Knight of Cups, the Prince of Swords. Oh, no, I can't see this. King of Cups, Prince of Swords. It's a lot of people. And the Queen of Swords. If you add those in with the row up here, then this becomes past, present, future. In the present, we've got the Prince of Swords upside down and the King of Jars upside down. So you got the upside down King of Cups and the upside down Knight of Swords. If I were doing this in a professional reading, I would say that this has something to do with these here. I'm seeing that this could be read as infidelity. The King of Cups upside down and the Queen of Cups upside down. King and Queen of Jars. with next to the Prince of Swords, which would be the Knight of Swords, upside down. So normally the Knight of Swords would be somebody who's confident, somebody who believes in their mission. I like to use the example of the Knights of the Round Table. They truly believed in their cause. When it's upside down, not so much. This tells me that somebody who should be loving and caring has become distant and unfocused towards the relationship. And the final card is the Queen of Swords, the divorce card. So whoever this spread would be for, I would not think it would be best as far as emotions go. Another way to read this, you guys, is you could read this way and this way. You could even read the center cards. It's up to you how you want to do your spreads and your readings. Just remember to be consistent so that you're not making things up on the fly, although sometimes that's a good way to do your spreads. I've made up spreads on the fly that I ended up using after the fact. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing of this deck. I'll let you know how it goes, and I'll let you know how I like the book. All right? Bye.